I want to touch on two of the most popular short game instructors in the game right now. On one side, you got Joseph Mayo, who's known as the TrackMan Maestro. The other side, you have Parker Mclachlin, who's known as the short game chef. And they're both fabulous instructors. They could not teach more diametrically different techniques. And you need to understand that, because if you mix different philosophies, you're going to start hitting skulls and chunks all day long. In this video, I want to dive into the Joseph Mayo technique a little bit more, as I've been watching a lot of his videos and trying to learn more about that technique, because if you're a person that struggles with contact, as I know a lot of players do, especially in the winter when it's dormant, it's wet, it's really hard to catch good technique. You know, a lot of the research he's done is around, actually, we need to be really steep in our pitching and chipping. We got to set up extremely steep, steeper than most people thought. Before, if we caught one thin or if we caught one fat, we'd say, oh, you're too steep, you need to be more shallow. And actually, he goes against that and says we need to really lean into that. So let's talk about my understanding of his technique. Now, number one is we need to have the ball further back than most people will talk about. So we want that off of really our trail toe, so off of our trail foot. From there, push our hands forward. So really get a lot of shaft lean, really lean into it. Face open slightly depending on how high you want to hit the shot, but the face is open. And then from here, this is what's key. So we need to get this trail hip nice and high. So that helps keep our shoulders high. And then we're taking out any bend that we have in that trail knee, because a lot of us, if this knee will go in as we're trying to save the shot. So we're setting up with a ton of steepness. And then the cue he gives his students is just chip your ball and just stay above the ground. I'm curious if you just go out and use that cue to see what it does, but really what it's causing is folks to stay nice and tall through the ball. As we stay tall, that's what shallows you out. So our head stays up, and then we can extend our arms, especially this trail arm. We can extend it and really use the bounce, even though we're hitting. I mean, the research he's done is some of the best chippers in the world are hitting 9-10 degrees down, but they're not taking a ton of divots, which is pretty wild the case. So I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate here. I've been experimenting with this technique the last couple weeks. It's really helped me, especially in the winter. So I'm gonna set up two, so balls back, hands forward, and I'm getting this trail hip nice and high, taking out any bend in that trail foot, and I'm just gonna chip my ball, stay nice and tall and chip my ball.